Hi, Patrick here, and welcome to Instant Customer TV. Today, we're going to talk about coaching, hope, and happiness. And with us, we have Carolyn CJ Jones, who's an author, speaker, and a coach. And we're going to have a fun, interesting conversation and wisdom being shared with us. So, Carolyn, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Patrick. I'm delighted to be here.
Great to have you here, and I'm looking forward to our conversation. I thought maybe we could start with a question. What is life coaching?
Life coaching, in my way of thinking, is the utilization of a coach to help you through a difficult life situation that you're experiencing. A lot of people think that it's therapy, yet it's not. It's more focusing on the present, what's happening in the present moment, focusing on helping you establish dreams and set goals. So it's not therapy, which focuses on looking at your past and helping you deal with your past.
Okay, great. So why do people come to life coach, or why do they seek out a life coaching program?
In my experience, people see a coach. You see a coach because you are struggling and you can't seem to keep on track in your life. You're not moving forward. You're stuck. Maybe you're in a box that you can't get out of. And so you see a coach so that you can get help to get out of that box, to get set, looking at your dreams, reaching your goals. It might be, for instance, that you have a loss of a loved one or a job or any other loss that you've experienced. Maybe you've had a broken relationship, or maybe you've had a bankruptcy or a foreclosure, and you're having difficulty dealing with these issues. People go to a coach to get the encouragement and support that they need to make it through these difficulties.
Okay, great. So what can people expect from having a life coach or going through a life coaching program?
Well, first and foremost, they can expect support and encouragement, as well as a listening ear. They can expect help, getting assistance to recognize their dreams and to establish goals so that they can reach those dreams. The results that they can expect to get are that they'll feel more peace, more happiness inside. They'll feel more settled, and they'll get solutions to their problems that they're experiencing.
Okay, that's great. So what, if someone's watching right now and they want to seek out a coach, what are maybe 3-4 things that you could recommend to them to look for to be able to choose the best coach for them?
Yes. Well, first, I would recommend that you look for someone with whom you resonate, someone that feels supportive and encouraging, that feels like they're listening to you. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, I would recommend that you look for someone who has had life experiences in the same area in which you're struggling. For example, if you are struggling with a broken relationship, look for someone who has themselves had to work through a difficult and broken relationship. And that way they will be able to relate to you and you to them. And the third thing is, look for someone, wow, I just forgot the third thing.
We know that, okay, so there's certain things that they need to look for, and one of them, I mean, there's other things that comes to me maybe, and you can maybe clarify if that's right or wrong, but maybe go on to their website as well and see if they can relate to that person. What do you think? Or
Absolutely. Absolutely. Check them out on their website to see the type of person that they are. you can gauge from that whether or not you might want to work with them. And I remember the third thing. If the coach offers a free session, take that session. And if they don't, ask them for one, because that will help you discover whether or not you resonate with them.
Great, great. But not all coaches necessarily maybe offer free sessions. Some coaches might charge a little bit for that first initial one as well. Is that correct?
That is correct. And a minimal charge might be worth it. A minimal investment on your part might be well worth it to find a coach that fits with who you are.
Great. Great. Okay, perfect. So what are, I know that you've been very successful in your coaching and helping people, you know, go from where they are to where they want to be through difficulties and transforming their lives and creating the results that they want. So what is your approach to coaching?
That's a very interesting question. My approach is one of gentleness, kindness, and compassion. And I got there through my life's experiences. And I bring that. That is what I bring when I coach. And it produces a safe and non-judgmental environment. Let me tell you about Cindy. Cindy was a client of mine. When she came to me, she was very angry and bitter toward her father for not loving her when she was growing up. She felt that he never showed her that he loved her. Well, we worked together and went through the process that I have, the 5 steps to hope and happiness. And she discovered that, in fact, her father had loved her in the only way that he knew to love her. This was a huge revelation for Cindy. And what she said about my services, well, about me, she said, first of all, that my background was mesmerizing and led her to be able to understand where her father was coming from. And she also said that I created a safe environment in which she could explore her father and her relationship and discover this issue that her father had loved her the only way he knew how to love her. I'd like to tell you a little bit about what does bring me to coaching, and it has to do with my background. I had everything. I had a job in which I was well respected as a nurse. I had a house, a sailboat, a husband, fun vacations, nice cars, and lots of friends. And I hid behind the smile. I hid 1,000 feelings of despair, worthlessness, hopelessness, depression. And through it all, I drank very heavily and did drugs. I did that until one day my world came crashing down on me. It had to do with an unrequited love that just shattered my spirit and broke my soul. It totally devastated me. For 2 months after this unrequited love incident, what happened was I thought that he really cared for me, and so I left my marriage to be with him, and I found out that he didn't care for me. So that's what happened. Afterwards, all I could do for 2 months was drink and cry. I couldn't care for myself. I couldn't even feed myself. Finally, in desperation, knowing I was dying, I prayed to a God I didn't even believe in, begging for help. Before long, I was guided to sobriety, and 3 years sober, I found a way to forgive my parents and my ex-husband. I can't tell you how freeing and peaceful that feeling of forgiveness was and continues to be today. I can tell you that over time I learned to forgive from seeing them with compassion, my parents and my ex. And so over time that forgiveness came to me, and it helped me get through and over my anger and bitterness, my blaming, my playing the victim. It helped me leave all of those things behind. I was 51 years old when that all happened, when I found forgiveness. And I'm 62 now, and I haven't gone back. I still have that wonderful peace, freedom, and happiness in my life. And that is what I bring. It's my life experience that I bring to my coaching. And it's the knowledge of how to get through and past the struggles you may have in dealing with your past or something that happened in the very recent past. So that's the approach I take to my coaching, Patrick.
It's great, and thank you for sharing. That was very inspiring, and I think people are watching now might be in a similar situation, or might be in another difficult situation, or they might want to, work on their dreams, and or they might be in a grief. So someone is watching right now, and they want to take that next step. They want to contact you, and they want to engage with you. And do you have something special for the audience or the person who's watching now and want to do that?
I do, Patrick. If you go to my website, it is an article called The 5 Steps to Hope and Happiness. This article outlines the steps you can take to get from your strife, your struggles, to a place of calm and happiness. It brings you hope. To go to my website, visit www.carolyncjjones.com. You'll get that article, and you'll also receive an offer to receive an assessment from me, an assessment of hope and happiness, and a consultation with me. Now that offer is a value of $4.97, and I'm offering it for $97. And simply by receiving that article, you will get access to that assessment and consultation. You can also call me directly at 415-883-8325. And if you go to my website, you can get that phone number under the Contact Me tab. You'll see the tabs listed at the top of my web page, and go to the Contact Me tab, and my phone number is there. And that's another way that you can reach me.
Okay, that's great. Really great value there. So if you're watching right now and you're in a place where you want to make a shift and a change in your life, or you want to move out of something where you don't want to be, or a situation that is, or you might be just struggling or feeling low, or maybe have a depression or grief, whatever it is, wherever you are right now, you have an opportunity here to get a free article with the 5 steps to hope and happiness, and also you'll get an invitation, which I think is a great offer, to get a hope and happiness assessment and a consultation with Carolyn for only $97. And the value, as she said, was $497. So I think it's really good value. So I appreciate you giving that, Carolyn. And I think all you need to do right now is go to her website, Carolyn CJ Jones, carolyncjjones.com. You can see it here below, and get in touch with her. You can call her, go to the contact tab, or sign up for the 5 steps to hope and happiness. You can do that right now. So Carolyn, thank you so much for sharing your time with us and being here today. Appreciate it.
Oh, Patrick, you're very welcome, and thank you so much for having me. This was delightful.
Yes, it was really nice. It was great. Thank you. And thanks everyone for watching. Go to the website now, and this is the end of this interview. Thank you.